Hello, Luxies. Welcome back to the Luxury Live Show. It's good to see everyone here. I have with me my co-host, the gorgeous, fashionably Amy. Hello, hello. And yeah, we see the comments all coming in. We wanted to test, because sometimes StreamYard's a little iffy, and it's good that we can see the comments all popping in. So thank you for joining us. If you're new to the Luxury Live Show, this is a weekly live show that myself and Amy, we host alternatively on our channels. And we do this every week on Saturday, Saturday here, Friday night, where is it? US
in North
PST
America,
time.
yeah.
North America. And it's about 2 hours. We're just chatting. We're going to talk about all things luxury. Usually we start off with a topic. So as you could see, our topic is we're going to sell some bags now. And then we'll open up the floor for some questions. So let me just put this up here first. Okay, so remember to put a bunch of questions in front of your question because we're on a different platform. It'll help us see your question. Okay, I'm going to share my slides. We got some nice slides. But you know what? Before I do that, let me just put a little disclaimer on what we talk about today.
Because when you said, we'll sell it now, I'm like, oh, is that what we're doing?
Yeah, no. So we are, we're just talking. These are the things that if we needed the money now, like right now, these are strategic items that we have chosen 5 each. We feel like we will be able to get the money back fast and recoup enough for whatever emergency that we need. And I think, Amy, you did a tag about a couple of months ago. It's called 5 things to keep and 5 things to sell. I think my stuff is still the same. To sacrifice. It's kind of similar, but maybe I have revised it a little bit. I think Amy you revised it a little bit as well.
Yeah, basically we're not repeating the same things we already said before. Or at least we're not repeating the things that we have already sold or put on listing. So these are brand new, fresh from what's remaining in our collection, okay? But it's just for the fun of it. Like Kat said, we're not here to do a sale video. This is not it. It's just a bit of a chit chat and it's just a fun topic because I know you guys are always curious about this.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen. Hang on. Okay. Looks good. Yeah. Selling these now. We're selling these now. Okay.
No, so it's a good one. I love it.
The live Q&A, we will start it at the end. So you can leave your questions now, but we'll pick it up later. And remember, put a bunch of question marks. So I'm going to let Amy go first. Are y'all ready?
Am I ready? Okay, guys. So if you guys are just joining or are late, make sure to rewind and listen to what Kat said. A little bit of disclaimer. We're not actually selling, but we're just talking about if we were going to sell, right? So for me, the number one obvious, which is not that I've never mentioned my jumbo flop before, I included this one in my 5 to sacrifice list because it is a strategic move, right? It's a bag that is still very much in demand. It's a classic, and even though we're more in a mini phase right now, larger bags will come back. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, Chanel has been doing a lot of their advertising of their 11.12 bag, the 1112 bag. So like I'm pretty sure they use either a maxi or a jumbo on the model in the posters and everything. So this bag is bound to come back. But I guess for me, my issue with the jumbo is that I guess at the time I bought it because the jumbo was the size to get. Everyone was thinking that the jumbo is, it's only a few $100s more at the time. So why not just get the biggest size that you can get? But you guys know me. If you guys don't know me, well, I'm telling you, most of my bags are on the smaller side, and that's what I prefer. So the jumbo has always been a little bit big for me, and I find myself wearing it less than all my other bags. So a very strategic as well as common sense for my collection is to let my jumbo go. So that would be one of the items.
Well, this would be a really quick sale, I feel, because a lot of people, it's a great bag, right? It's a great bag. It's also strategic because right now the prices are just so insane.
Crazy, yeah.
right.
If you
Okay,
want
I'm
to
gonna.
buy a brand new jumbo, I think you're looking at, with taxes, aren't you looking at like 12,000?
Yes.
I think so. It's either 11, like high 11. It's
High 11.
crazy.
And there's gonna be like a price increase coming, right? So
Apparently, well, I don't know when, but there's always one. So
yeah, that's
one or
crazy. Okay.
more per year. So yeah, by the way, my jumbo is the single flap. Okay, so my second one, shocker.
Shocker.
I know. I surprised myself by coming up with this one. Okay, so again, this one is also another strategic move. Not because I don't love this bag, okay? I do love it, but I say that about every bag that I own, obviously, because I love every bag. This one is also strategic because I know there are still a lot of people, like a lot of you guys, that still email me and like, oh, if you ever sell your bag. So I already know there's a market out there. So that's number one. And number two is, of all my minis, this one is still my least worn right now because I've had it the least time, and the pandemic hit. So so I didn't have that much time to wear this. Like I wore this in 2019 because yeah, I got it in 2019. Yeah, so I wore it in the same year, and then 2020 happened. So it's kind of one of those that is, you know, strategic, in demand, and I know this being a limited print, you know, will fetch if not break even, it'll fetch a bit more too. So
That's true.
kind of that's why. But it's shocking, right, that I put my reissue graffiti edition.
Yeah, because this is actually one of the more, I would say, you like loud and unique, right, in your
Yes.
collection. Something is a little bit different for you, so it's actually, but it's really nice.
It
And
is.
it's one of the last, it's the second last collector's item in Karl Lagerfeld's era.
Yeah.
So
I have two items from this
wow.
collection. So this is one of them, and the other item that I have is a card holder with the gold, because both of these are Croc and Boss to mimic, because this is the same collection where they stopped the use of exotic skin. So everything is either just lamb or calf, right? Or goat. They don't use any more exotic after that. So even though this one looks like a Croc and Bossing, if you can't tell, it's just calf skin. But it's so beautiful. Like this bag is stunning, actually.
It is.
But
It's
yeah,
really,
just
really
my least worn.
Shocking,
But
everyone.
we're just having like a fun chat here, okay? Like we said earlier, disclaimer, we're not actually selling, but we're just, you know, having this sort of conversation. Okay, up next. Oh my gosh, another shocker. Honestly, everything I put here will be a shocker, okay? Because I love every, like it's like I have a purpose for everything, right? So this one is more of the reason is because I have a duplicate of this. I have two NEVERFULLs, and the other one that I have is just a regular monogram. That one had it for longer, and I have actually used that one more. And so I guess if you say wear and tear wise, there's a little bit more, even though it still looks brand new. Honestly, it's just that the vachetta has patina on it. So I feel like if I sold that one, I probably wouldn't get. Actually, that's not true. I probably would get my money back. But the fact that this one is newer, and like this one literally looks pristine, right? And because I have two, I just have to choose one to get rid of. So I just put this one on. Plus, I don't have the pouch for the other one, so this one is like, you know, it's a complete set. Yeah, and I think most people prefer not the vachetta just because most people prefer having, you know, just no wear and tear and easy to take care of, not having to worry about rain. So I just one of them, okay? So I just literally randomly pick one.
Oh my god, this is one of those like unique pieces. So I like it. Like that. I love that. Is that a koala bear? No, that's a panda. Yeah, that's a panda.
Yeah, it's the panda is representative of Shanghai and the Shanghai, Pisa. Like the my NEVERFULL, my World Tool NEVERFULL is my own customization. So these stickers I customize. I guess, but I have seen so many people sell their like customized bags and it still sells. So I don't see why, if I had to sell something and if I had decided to sell this one, I don't see why it wouldn't. Plus my name's on it, so why not? People like
I think
it.
it's okay. People don't mind. Okay.
Well, it just says
This
fashion
one.
name on it. Okay, up next. Oh my gosh, this one was so hard.
Mine.
Because like I said, everything in my collection is so good now. Like I don't really need to move anything, honestly. So, but I just had to pick something that I haven't already listed or sold or wanting to sell. So I just had to pick another duplicate. So because I have 2 Gabrielles, I just had to pick one. I decided to just keep the black one because this one is the newer one again, and it's just pristine. And black is, I mean, they're both really great colors. Burgundy and black are both very, to me, they're neutrals. But I do reach more for the black, and I have worn the black one more. And this one is literally, yeah, like I said, I just randomly picked one.
Don't get any ideas, people. It's mine.
Yeah, there's a line for this one.
I mean, you did say that this year you're going to avoid duplicates. You're going to reduce your duplicates. So it just makes sense, right? If you are being strategic, if you had to cull your collection and even curate it more, this just makes sense.
Yeah, I have to because I am always this close, literally this close to adding another Chanel 19 because I love the bag so much. But every time I'm like, no, I can't go there because it just, yeah, you just go down from that. You know, the moment you add another duplicate, it becomes this scenario of one is more worn, one is less worn. You love both, obviously, but you always wear one more. So yeah, I had to stop myself every time. So all these past mistakes, trying to avoid.
Very good. Okay, finally.
Oh my gosh, last but not least. Okay, this one is even more shocking, I find. I just had to pick something because I was like, okay, there's nothing else I can literally get rid of. But this is an emergency situation, okay? So I had to think really, really, really hard. I'm like, okay, I don't want to let my trendy go. I only have 1 Gabrielle left now at this point. I don't want to let my Coco handles go. What else do I have? Like, I have nothing left. I can't sell anything more, right? So I literally had to pick, like, it's like a desperate choice. I'm like, what else can I let go that I'm not going to cry about, right? So I chose the Twice. This I mentioned many times that it's one of my, it's just a workhorse, basically. It's one of those discontinued style that I don't know why they discontinued it because it's such a great bag. It's understated. It's just easy getting in and out of. It fits a lot. It's close to your body. It's flat. And it's a very practical everyday run, like grab and go. But I was thinking, okay, between this, what else is grab and go that's small, like that's small-ish in my collection? Because I have nothing else left. So I was thinking, okay, the bucket bag, the Chanel bucket bag is kind of like a grab and go. And I don't want to touch any more Chanel anymore. So I just had to grab this one. I just had to put something, okay? This is emergency situation.
This is so stressful. It's like, you gotta let it go. Okay, thank you. Well, this would go really fast because we can't find this anymore. And it is a really, really good bag.
I get DMs constantly for my Gabrielle, for my Coco handles, for this bag. I think I got DMs for my Jumbo at one point. Actually, it was very recent. I might have, because I think I mentioned it in my tag video, but my tag video, it was like not a real scenario, right? So I wasn't planning on selling it at the time. It would be on the chopping block if things, if worse comes to shove, right? Let's say, I don't know. Let's say if I need to buy another Birkin. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Just like something like that. Or if I just need money, like literally.
Yeah, just need money, right?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Thank you. Everybody's like, what? Okay, everybody's taking notes.
Shocked?
No, they're taking notes because they're just waiting for your vlog sale again,
Oh yeah, no new vlog sale videos coming up. No, these are just like a hypothetical, what would be next on the chopping block if really we really needed it.
Yeah.
And that's as of today, okay? We still might change our minds later.
Okay, thank you. All right, I'm going to share mine. And let us know in the comment section as well, I mean, in the chat, that what is going to be on your chopping block. Just put one or two, maybe, up to you. What would you pick if you had to let something go to get quick money? Let us know. Okay, my number one.
No.
This will be on my shopping block because I'm trying to be strategic. I want my money back really quick and I need it now and fast, and don't come and bug me, right? Just let it go. This would be one. Firstly, it's brand new. I have never used it. I bought it just before the price increase. I love it. But I haven't had a chance to use it. I think it's quite similar to your reissue as well. I got it, you got it in 19, you got to use it a little bit, right? But I got it in 2020 and I actually never got a chance to use it. We were in lockdown. It was just in the box. But the multiple times that I've taken it out and I just look at it, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's a really good bag.
It is.
And it's hardly, Chanel hardly brings this out. They do. It's like a permanent seasonal piece. It does come out, but it's so rare, right? That even now they have a couple of seasons with the reissue. The black is like a unicorn. It comes out once, like one or two pieces, and it's gone. So I know that strategically this would be a good bag to let go. It's new. It will kill me, of course, but it will be definitely one that I will consider. Okay.
It will go like this, literally. Yeah.
I did get a few messages on this already. Like, Kat, if you want to sell it, can you please, remember me? I'm like, okay, I will remember you. I hope. Emails are better. Right? All right, my jumbo, same as you. This is a strategic sale. I think for me, it's a dilemma because I love my jumbo, but I don't use it as much because it is a bigger bag and I have other bags to use already. However, every time I pick it up to use, I fall in love head over heels again with it because it's so cool. It is a statement bag. It's, it was made, this was about 8 years ago. And I don't know about you now, but the 8 years ago bags, our older bags, they were made so well. This is made
I totally agree.
It's a tank. Look at this. This is an 8-year-old bag. Look at all my puffs. Just look at every single juicy puff. It's perfection, It kills me even think about it, but strategically, this is a bag that would bring money quick for me, right? Back if I need it. And it's my only classic bag. So being a classic bag, it will fetch enough, right? It will fetch a good price bag. So,
I mean, I can attest to the quality back then versus now. I mean, I don't have a classic flap from back then. I mean, I do. It's the one that I have, which is I bought pre-love, which is like Kat said. How old is mine even? I think mine is circa 2009 or 10. So it's at least 11 years, right? And it's like literally you cannot find a flaw in terms of construction. Everything is perfect, alignment, everything. Whereas the ones that you see at Chanel now, like every time I will always spot something, even if it's minor. And it is almost something that you have to accept because you either get the bag or you don't. If you like the bag enough, you're just gonna take it and just almost like not look at it and just use it, because at the end of the day, that's what it has become of Chanel. And it's sad, but it is the truth. So I mean, are we talking about small flaws? Obviously the bigger flaws I'm never going to accept, but like small flaws that you will still see now versus the ones before. Literally, you cannot find a flaw, right? So I definitely can attest to that. Yeah.
Yeah, this bag is the only flaw that I have on this bag, or it's me. My little turn lock has a bit of scratch, but other than
Oh,
that,
that's okay.
that's like this bag is a tank. Every
Yeah.
time I look at it and I pick it up again, I'm like, I can't believe you are 9 years old or 10. Is it 10 now? Maybe 9, 9 or 10 years old. It's just wow, wow. But anyway, we're not selling it. I'm not selling it. Okay, I go back and forth on selling this bag because I know if I let it go, dang, I don't think I'll ever be able to get it back at the prices that they are today.
It's hard to let a classic go. It's one of those things where if you let it go, you better be 1,000% sure.
Yep.
1,000.
Okay. This was actually, well, this shouldn't be a surprise, I feel, because I did mention this in your tag video. This is a very strategic purchase sale. I already have a Birkin, right? So if I had to let one bag go and I had to really recoup my money fast, it just makes sense for me to let my B30 go. This bag I bought pre-loved from a Singapore reseller, and it's actually in such good condition. Of course, there's some wear because it is a pre-loved bag, but if you see it in reality, like in face to face, it's actually amazing for what the bag is. It's a, let me see, was it an N stamp? I think it's an N stamp. So N stamp is 2009, I think. Maybe the same age as your jumbo. So it's a pretty old bag, but wow, the quality. Every single stitch that you see on this Birkin is still pristine white. Because you would, older bags, because it's a contrast stitching, they might turn a little yellow. No. This bag is in amazing condition. So it just makes sense to let this bag go because it is a higher price item and I will be able to pad up whatever funds I need, right? If it's an emergency. It will kill me because it's a gorgeous bag. But strategic, right? Strategic. The B30's got to go. And trying not to do duplicates as well, though they're not really the same because one is a 30, one's a 25, but they are kind of the same. So if I had to pick, I can't let my B25 go. Like, just no, that's not gonna happen.
No.
I will have to pick the B30.
Yeah, it's just which one is the worst, the worst of the best. Basically, they're
The
both
worst of
great,
the
right?
best,
It's just
correct.
you had to choose one, basically. Yeah. You can't let the 25 go. You worked so hard for that one.
Yeah, that was really wow. Okay, this is something that I know shocked Amy.
Shocked me. I'm like, what?
I love
camera
I
case.
love my camera case bag. It's one of my it's one of those bags that is seasonal. I got it so long ago and I got it at such a great price. I mean, compared to what the bags are today, right? I bought this bag and if I convert it to today's price, it's only about 3,000 Singapore dollars. So I thought about it. I said, can you actually buy a bag in Chanel for $3,000 now?
No.
No, you can't. So I would be
SLG, you can.
I can buy an
Not a
SLG, maybe a
bag.
wallet, maybe a walk.
Even walks are like, I think they're sometimes even over 3,000 now. Depends on which, they have the 19 walks and then they have the boy walks, like those ones, they're more. They're more than the classic, simple, like the most simple one. Those ones are probably, I mean, I don't know how much they are because I don't buy walks, but I'm pretty sure they're over 3,000 now.
I have my little bag here. So I will show you later if you want to see it. But this bag is, other than my little, there's like 4 dots there, which I think was pressed from the hardware. This whole bag is fully lined with leather. It's lambskin leather. It's lined outside lambskin. Inside is the burgundy lambskin. It is made so well. This is one of the best seasonal bags because today's seasonal bags usually are leather outside but cloth inside, and you're paying such a high price. So strategically, I thought, okay, I really need money. I need to pad up a little bit more. What else? I don't have that many bags. So what else can I sell that would, I can recoup fast enough that I don't have to negotiate the price so much and I can cover my cost. And I thought, okay, I have my Chanel caramel bag. I refuse to sell that bag. Okay, I can't. I was choosing between the caramel Chanel rectangular and this, and I said, okay, girl, you have a black Birkin. Get rid of your black bag. Okay, just do it. And I decided to pick this, and I can sell it for. I feel I can sell it for 3,000, even with a little bit of damage. I feel I can, and I still would not. Oh, lose a little bit, maybe like $50, $100. But you know, it's still cost, right? Because I got this at that kind of price so many years ago. It's just crazy. You can't get that kind of prices now. So it's a strategic sale. Okay, I'm not.
Yeah, she loves this bag. She's not actually selling it.
Okay. Okay. And as I said, I don't have that many bags anymore. Okay. All the ones that are high priced, and in, you know, I could sell like my Gucci, Doraemon, but they're just too small and too much effort. So I was trying to go for high amount, valuables or valuable, popular. And when I sell the smaller things like my Celine, like it's too small and too much effort. So my last item is not a bag, but it's actually my JUC ring. I will let go of a jewelry piece.
This must be hard for you because you love your jewelry.
Oh my God. Yeah, it was so tough. I was looking at all my, you can see all my jewelry there. I was like, which one? Which one? Which one? Which one? I don't have any more bags. I refuse to let go Birkin. I don't want to let go my YSL. And I was like, no way. My valid said, I was like, okay, goodbye, JUC ring. And, I know jewelry doesn't fetch as high of a price. There will be some loss. But considering, jewelry is a little bit more popular now, the prices have gone up as for Cartier as well. I think I can get my cost back for this ring. And yeah, I cannot sell my other bracelet. I can't sell my JUC bracelet, and I will not sell my love bracelet. So in a way, I was thinking like duplicates in my head. I said, okay, we'll let this one go.
I think of all the jewelry pieces that I remember you having, because you already have the bracelet and you hardly wear the bracelet and the ring together. So the ring is the right choice, because the bracelet you're never going to let go. You love the bracelet so much, right? So
yeah. So it just
It
makes
is the
sense,
right
right?
choice.
This will be one to chop. All right. Oh, this is so
Like our heart is breaking as we talk about it.
Okay, we're going to go back to the live Q&A. Thank you, Amy. That was really fun. I hope you guys enjoyed all of that. So we're going to start the Q&A session. Remember, put a bunch of question marks in front, and then I will start to pick it from the chat. So let me just change our view. That was fun. Stressful. Okay.
I wonder how many shock comments we have. I didn't read them yet, but let's see.
Okay, we have got one first here. From Nigel. Hello, Luxies. What do you think of the Hermes 2424 bag? Okay, Amy, why don't you go for that?
I really like the mini size. I think aside from the mini size, I wouldn't really consider it. Well, for Amy, right? For Amy is always the mini size, but it's also because that bag, I feel like the larger sizes looks very much like a work bag, and I don't ever wear a very luxury bag for work. So if I like that bag, like style wise, and if I want to buy one to use as an everyday sort of dress up bag, or just even as an like everyday bag, I would just go for the smallest size. It's just cute, and in terms of design, I mean, I think people say it's kind of like in between a Kelly and like well, not really a Birkin, but like it has the turn lock of a Kelly and the structure of a slouchier structure, which is nice. It's kind of like a fresh look. So I like it, but it's kind of lower down on my priority list of Hermes bags that I would like to get. But if I were to get one, I would get the mini.
I agree with you. I think the first time I saw the 2424, I honestly didn't like it. It reminded me of I don't know if you've seen that kind of like Chinese gold bars, the one that's a bit of like I don't know what's the name. You know, the gold
You think it
bar.
looks like that?
Yeah.
Why?
It's just the shape. So anyway, if you just
Okay.
Google Chinese gold, it's like a little shape like that. So it just gave me that impression. But the more I look at it and I notice this trend about Hermes bags, the more you look at it, the more you kind of like it. I don't know why.
It's architectural. Yeah.
Yeah, it grows on you. So over the few months since that, or maybe a year, the design has grown on me. But I agree, I wouldn't go anything too big because it is quite a large bag and seems to me that over time might get slouchy. So I would go with the mini as well.
Yeah, I think initially the mini size was not available, which is why I think a lot of people didn't like it, because that would be their first impression, right? Oh, it's just too different from either a Birkin or a Kelly, or maybe it's too slouchy, right? Most people would probably think of those things. But when they expanded their sizing and then the mini was out, the mini is actually really cute. It's really, really cute.
Yes. Okay, this is for you, Shanna. Shanna, did you, what's this? Amy, did you see the new Birkin size? There's a back pocket behind with zip. To me, I don't really like the additional zip at the back of the Birkin. Cheapen the look.
Honestly, I remember Shanna, you left that in one of my comments, and I was trying to think if that's the same one that I saw from, but I'm wondering if it's not the same, because the current run, well, the fall winter runway has this new Birkin with the middle is the insert part and it's like a pouch, but it also is the flat part of the bag. So I thought that was what you were saying at first. But then now that I'm reading your question, you're saying back pocket with the zip. So I don't know if I remember that. But if that's the same thing that you're talking about, I it's to me, if if it's part of a runway, I'm usually kind of neutral, and I actually, it's runways are always more because of the aesthetic and the theme. So I never mind a runway, no matter how crazy or out of this world things can be. Like especially Chanel, like their runways. I mean, it's just amazing to look at, right? But it's kind of like art. So when I saw that bag on the runway, at least the one that I was thinking about, I didn't mind it, but in reality, I would never buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think runways are inspirational. They just give you ideas. It's extravagant. It's a little silly sometimes, but that's the point, right? But then in reality, when you actually break it in apart, they could look okay. I saw that bag. I saw that it had a little outer piece. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. Sometimes these special inspirational one-way pieces become a classic because it's such an innovative idea, but a lot of it doesn't become classics. They just are seasonal, or they are just like an art piece for the runway. They sometimes don't even go into production. So like I said, I don't really know if this is what you're talking about, but if it's the same bag that we're thinking about, I feel like at first impression, I like it for the runway, but for reality, whether I would buy it, no. I mean, the regular Birkins and Kellys are already so hard to get, and also so classic that I would probably only get one of each. Like I wouldn't really go and get something so different from it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's one of those things, like you have to also balance with with limited funds. Like we're not really collectors. We have a collection, but we're not real collectors. We still use everything we own, and so we are still buying very strategically and very sensibly. So if I were to consider a Birkin, I'll just buy the regular one. Like I wouldn't buy this one.
That's right. Good. Okay. Ho ho ho! I'm just picking out a comment here. Watching the live show means my weekend has finally begun. Yay! We
It's so
love
true.
all the Luxies here. So if you like our live show, make sure you subscribe to both of us. Plugging our live show. Give
And
us a
thumbs
thumbs up as well. Me and Amy, yeah, both our channels, because next week's on her channel. So I've got. All right, Nadine, I bought some items at Hermes that I regret in order to get my first Birkin. At the time, I didn't know I had to buy in all categories to be offered a bag. Where should I sell online? Oh,
Rookie mistake. Never buy. I'm sorry. I'm just saying, like, if I did that, it's like it would be a mistake, because that's why I always say only buy what you really, really love and will use. Sometimes you love something, but you won't use it. Okay. So, yeah, try to do that. But I guess selling is very hard as it is. Even if you sell a Chanel bag, which everybody wants anyway, even if you have a market, it's already hard because the work that goes into it, the logistics, and like everything is very stressful. So I feel like selling Hermes items, like pre-spending items, is even harder because everyone knows that pre-spending items are only bought, well, not only, they are, the majority is bought because you have this end goal, right? Yeah. I don't know where else you should be able to. That's the thing. Like, I don't want to start advising people, oh, you should sell on your Instagram or on Facebook or whatever. Obviously, those are all valid places to sell, but selling is so tricky, and there are scammers out there. Things can go wrong, from shipping to delivery to whatever. Like, there's just anything that can go wrong. So I don't want to like advise which ways to go about. I sell myself because I've done enough of it and I'm okay, comfortable with it, and I can do the work. So like, it's free labor, but it's my own hours. But it's very hard. So if you don't have experience, the best thing to do is to just go through consignment.
Yep.
Obviously, you have to pay them. They are doing the work for you, but there's no other way around, really, unless you're willing to experiment by yourself. Try selling a small thing at first, see how it goes. Then the more you do it, the more you become an expert. But honestly, selling is so hard. So hard and laborious and time consuming and sometimes risky. Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Absolutely agree. Everything you said. Consignment, and depends on where you are, Nadine. Like if you are in America, if you have a place near you that you can consign it to, at least it's familiarity, right? Or I know a lot of places in America, they use fashion file. Like those people who live in California, maybe that is also a good place to go. Like for me, I'm in Singapore. But for me personally, I can sell it on my own because I've done it long enough. I still am very wary of people coming to me and say, I'd like to buy your bag. I'm like, payment is another issue. You get your money, especially doing your own. So for me, if I don't have time, I just don't want to deal with it. I would rather get it and sell it to a reseller. But again, you need to, especially if you're doing it for the first time, you have to trust the reseller. Do your research on the reseller, because you don't know if the reseller is going to scam you. We have to put that kind of fear in you first, because selling is on its own is a risk. You're not in the business to sell, right? And we've heard so many horror stories. But anyway, our recommendation would, I guess, do it consignment if this is your first time. And I think you had a follow-up comment here to say that I want to sell a 29 gold Evelyn and a canvas backpack. What's the best website? And how much should I expect to get back? I'm okay with 50% back. At 50%, you can easily do it at consignment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure. I mean, like Kat said, we don't know where you're from, but Fashion File is one of those places. And if you're okay with 50%, chances are you're probably going to be able to. They're probably okay. I don't know the condition, okay, but I'm just saying, like, their rates are not always competitive, and depending on the item. If it's a really hot item, yes, they can be competitive, but most of the time they're just fair in a way that, you know, it's you're getting some money back, and then obviously they're taking care of the whole thing for you, right? And
Yeah.
so they take a good chunk of it.
They-
So, but 50% is pretty.
It's a big cut, but I think
Yeah.
if you use fashion file, I'm just assuming you're in the States. Okay, I'm just assuming that then, because one of the things that if you're not in the States, I think you need to consider sending it to fashion file, and that international cost is actually quite high. Say if I was I'm Singapore, I have to send it to say Australia. I think I don't know where they are. It will be expensive, and I don't know if they cover the cost of
No,
tax and
they
all that.
don't.
No, they.
Oh, they only cover local.
Oh, okay.
They don't even cover from Canada, but we're closer, so postage is not like crazy compared to say you sending it to fashion file, right?
Okay, Shanna Nick. Chanel classic, if you had to choose one, which one? Medium or small classic? Not for work, just for outing and maybe casual dinner or formal. Oh, we just had this conversation a few
I know.
I already know my answer. For me,
Well, I know my
medium.
answer too.
Medium large. I'm saying medium large. Seems to be, it's not that small. It's not that big as well. It's just here.
I think medium large is the perfect choice for you, Kat, because in the end, your bags are still a little bit larger than mine. But for me, I actually prefer the small. Because I know that's why we had this conversation, because I'm like, so I was so confused. I'm like, oh, if I got a classic flap, especially the season right now that they're having, drool of the on the color gray. I was like, before I did text all the essays, by the way, but no replies yet. But before I did that, I had to ask Kat, I'm like, oh, I really want this classic flap because the color is so good. But then I'm like, do I go small or do I go medium? And
I'm
then
like,
medium, right? And then I asked other friends too, and they're like, no, I think small is better for you. So I had to watch a bunch of reviews and like read on the first forum. And in the end, I decided that small is still probably better for me. Because actually, after seeing reviews, the drop is actually the same.
Same.
Yeah, it's just that the small bag is smaller. So the strap is actually a bit longer on the small, which is gonna be perfect for a crossbody for me, because I have a short torso anyway, like I'm not super tall. And so even if I had to wear crossbody, which is not really meant as a crossbody, but if I had to, I think it would work better than a medium for me. And I really just like the size too, because I have a couple of minis already. I don't need any more minis, honestly, unless it's like a really special color. And I still am missing that classic flap, right? The one that I said I would probably never get unless I get it for a discount or whatever. But if a great color comes along, then I will maybe consider it. Anyway,
Do it.
I don't know.
It's the same.
So hard
I mean,
to get.
it's hard. Like who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Maybe when we're done with buying whatever we want, like, okay lah, let's just do it.
We'll see. We'll see if anybody replies to me. So far, nothing.
Okay, Joyce Lee. Thoughts on why you think LV discontinued the toiletry 15, 19, and 26 today? Why do these brands discontinue popular items and combos?
I did not know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that. That's interesting information.
Yeah.
Anybody knows that as well? What?
It's probably because, well, I'm just thinking out loud. It's probably because these are such, because they're so sought after, but at the same time they resell for so much. Maybe they want to avoid people doing that. Because like the caviar minis right now, they sell in the resale market for a really, really good condition one. They sell just as much as a classic flap. It's just crazy.
Maybe
I've seen some for 8,000-9,000 in the right color, 8,000-9,000. I'm
crazy.
like, what? Seriously?
Here's a theory. Here's a theory on the toiletry 15, 19, and 26. Maybe there's going to be a multi-pochette in a toiletry version. 1, 2, 3. Which is the same thing that happened to the accessoire, the mini
Yeah.
pochette, and then the round coin purse, right? The original pieces. You can never get them in store, discontinued or whatever, and then they appeared again as a multi
Out of
pochette.
nowhere. Yeah, I don't know why they would do that, but I feel like these are really like, especially the toiletries. They're so. I mean, if you look at the construction, okay, it's nothing that hard to make, right?
Mhm.
So in terms of labor and material, it's really not that hard to make that if you compare that to like an actual bag or everything else. But yet these resell for so much. So I really feel like maybe that's also one of the reasons. Like they just want to avoid saturating the market with things that are so inexpensive to buy, but you can resell for so much. Maybe they just don't want that.
Yeah. I know from LV, my essay shared with me quite a while ago, it said that actually there is a, and which is true, that actually they, as in the essays themselves, they are seeing less and less canvas pieces coming to store. In fact, there has been a huge surge, especially in the past year and a half, of a lot of leather pieces. So canvas pieces are almost becoming rare, and maybe that's why they're trying to do. For all you know, they discontinued this. It might pop out again in leather. Who knows?
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay,
Like they already have AP leather, but maybe they'll start making in empreinte. Now they have their lambskin too.
Okay, here's one. TT, I would sell my mini square in caviar if I need money. I love it, but it will sell fast.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
it
if you
will.
let that go, you're never getting it back.
True. And it will be snatched like this.
Yeah.
Like this, literally, it will be gone.
Can I
Which
have?
is why mine will never go anywhere. Never, ever.
Okay, I'm gonna take this one first. Kat, why not sell the jumbo and buy the medium since you want to keep a classic in your collection?
Mm.
You have spoken the truth.
You read her mind.
Maybe, but it is, what is the word, like itchy backside, just itchy fingers. I just want it. But I feel like once I have the classic in my collection, I will still not use it as much because I'm not using my jumbo as much anyway. Because I try to use all my other bags, right? So once again, it's going to be one of those bags that sit in my collection, and I will have been paid like a huge premium for something and letting go of a very good jumbo piece in my collection for something more expensive. I don't know. It just hasn't clicked. The gears hasn't clicked in my head to say, okay, do it. But at the moment, I just cannot let
I
it go.
totally agree. It's hard to make decisions like this. And who knows, maybe if you buy it because you shared your lesson last time too, right? Buy before you sell something just in case you can't get the piece. What if you happen to love both and now you end up spending even more money and you can't
Exactly.
sell
What if
anything?
I know there's too many what if scenarios,
Yeah.
right? Oh, too many
Because
what
they're
if
both,
scenarios.
honestly, the jumbo is still a great size because it has that look. It has that cool rocker chic vibe, which is totally you. Like I honestly only see you in a jumbo, even though the medium large is pretty darn good too. But you know what I mean? Like it's just your vibe a lot.
It's a good bag, man. People,
Yeah.
a lot. I think the trend is definitely to the mini bags,
Yeah.
but sometimes I want a little bit more space in my bag. Like, and the jumbo gives me that flexibility, but not all the time. So I think I've passed the stage where I always need extra space, but sometimes when I need that extra space, man, the jumbo is a boo. It's a bag, okay? So we've got an
Yeah, it's a hard one.
Okay, I've got an interesting question here. This is a good one. I'm gonna bring it up. Glittery raindrops. Hey, I don't know if you ladies watch often, but I've seen a rise of reaction videos in the luxury community. What are your thoughts on this trend? Interesting. Amy, what do you think?
Waste of time. I said it. It's so true because it's so passe. Like I'm literally, I don't know which reaction videos you're talking about, but it doesn't matter because I don't watch them. Sometimes I only know about them because you guys tell me, or sometimes my girlfriends, they see the caption, or I mean the thumbnail, or sometimes maybe they watch it and then they tell me. Most of the time, I'm not curious enough to actually go and click and watch it myself too. I might start the video and then I'd be like, oh, bored. Honestly, if I had time, okay, which I don't have a lot of, I would rather go play my K-drama, something that I can relax, even if I have to read the subtitle, but it's something that I actually enjoy. And just, that would be my relaxing time. Like, why would I spend my time watching gossipy? I don't, okay, like I didn't watch them, but like I assume they're usually gossipy.
They are.
Do they know the truth really? Only the people that are involved know the truth, right? Only, really. Everyone else is just an opinion of what happened. So isn't that a waste of time? You tell me.
Yeah. My thought is, I think the word reaction video can be many things because it's a trend, right? If you're a consumer of YouTube, which I am, I watch a lot of kind of videos and a lot of types. So I watch makeup, I watch, some experiments. It's just random because I just use YouTube as my source of, my TV box. Okay. So I do see a lot of reaction videos. And to me, reaction videos has a place for certain type of videos. Like if you were watching a TikTok experiment went wrong and somebody is reacting to it like, oh my God, is he putting glue on his eyes? I think
but that's
fun.
comedy.
It's common. Or you're doing you're watching, like we did sort of a mini reaction video when we watched the runway and we watched it together and we're like, oh my God, look at that girl. Oh my gosh, the shoes. It's sort of like a public chat on style, a product, an experiment, a test. I think that still is okay, right? It has a place for that. So you're reacting. You're like, oh, like having a chat. But when it comes to reacting, or maybe in the luxury community, you're reacting to a superstar like Kim Kardashian's unboxing. You're like, oh, look at the amount of paper in the box. Maybe, I don't know. But when the reaction video passes a gray line where you're reacting to someone's story, experience, I think that's when you need to be true to yourself. Like whoever's doing the reaction video, are you reacting because you sincerely can offer advice that will directly help that person's experience? Or are you reacting just for the views? I just think reaction videos it's another name for drama gossip videos, right? It's just slightly softer touch. It's a place where it actually opens up a platform, and it's an open invitation to getting a bit heated for this because I actually really hate reaction videos. Like, I'm sorry. Let me calm down a little bit. It's a space when you do a reaction video. It's a little bit like an open invitation for people who are watching the video to give their opinions. And I use the word give their opinions, share their story, share their thoughts. But it's also a way to publicly troll other people. I think when you watch a reaction,
a lot of them,
if I am watching a reaction video and the reaction video is, sharing something about somebody's experience, I can tell you 99.9% of the time, if you read the comments, it shocks me. Subscribers or commenters in the comment section are very likely to be more opinionated and may not realize that they could be publicly trolling the person that YouTuber is reacting to. And you may not be hateful comments. It could be things like, ha ha ha, that's so funny. Oh my gosh, I totally agree with you. Take a step back when you put comments like that as a subscriber, because you are publicly trolling somebody else in reaction videos. And I just, this trend in the luxury community, I think it kickstarted very recently. There are some I watch, but in the recent, I totally agree. There's this trend that's popping up. There are more and more reaction videos. It's an enabler for public trolling. It's a disguise, and it just gives permission, right? Permission for people to comment and say like, "Oh my gosh, I totally agree. You're so funny. Oh my gosh, take a step back. If you are the person that you are being reacted to, can you imagine if you're reacting to a video that I'm doing, say, okay, and I go to that reaction video and I read the comments, I put myself in that person's shoes. Wow, I'm publicly trolled. Okay, anyway, thank you. I just had to let that go. I hate reaction videos.
Well, what's the saying? What comes around goes around. Like whatever you do yourself, a version of it, like karma, will come back to you, right? So I don't get it. I just don't get it. Like honestly, these reaction videos,
AKA gossip videos, it's very distasteful. Sorry. It's distasteful. Unless your opinion can directly make a difference.
it can never be, because no one knows the truth beside the involved parties. You might get it just and like granted, they're not always negative. Not everybody are trolls. There are supporters too, but are those supporters right too? Like they don't know the truth either. So at the end of the day, it's all hearsay and it's all time wasting.
Yeah, time
I don't know what else to say. Time wasting.
Why are you luxury color? Can we reset the stage? We are in the luxury community. The luxury community is so niche. We are here to share about handbags, luxury, about
Useful
what's good, what's
information.
bad. We are not talking and gossiping. We are better than that. Okay? We're high and mighty, okay? We're better than that. So please do not partake. Do not partake.
No, the fact that someone has to bring up this question, I didn't see that coming, but the fact that someone has to bring up this question just shows the gravity of it.
Yeah, it's
that is so
coming,
obvious right now in this whole social media world. It's just insane.
Yeah.
Find better things to do. Get a life.
Maybe in other spaces, like, okay, react to an unboxing, okay? React to an unboxing. But even so, I just feel like when you do that, it's not so much of the reaction videos to a certain extent. It's the space that they create, that public, that space that suddenly people feel like, oh, that bag is so ugly. Would you actually say that to me? In my real life, you wouldn't, right? So I just feel like when that happens, it creates permission for people to be potentially nasty. Not directly, but potentially. When you say, oh, that bag, I would never spend my money on it. But you're looking at an unboxing. Somebody's reacting to my unboxing. So don't partake. All right, moving on. Thank you for the questions. Thank you for letting me let my out. Okay, Joe Overpriced. How do you decide if you will sell an item yourself on a public platform or bring it to a consignment shop? I am too chicken to sell anything above 1,000 myself. Ooh, good question. Mine would be lazy lah. When I'm when I'm lazy, meaning I just don't have time, I don't want to deal with the whole selling process, I actually give it to a consignment shop, which I've been doing more regularly with my past couple of items. I'd rather pay that little bit of, well, not a little bit, sometimes it's quite a bit. And it takes away the hassle for sure. What about you?
Same answer. It's depending whether on that item is worth my time. And sometimes I don't mind doing it myself because I'm not in a rush to sell. Like, if it goes, it goes. That's how I think about it too. Like, I'm like, oh, I'll try to do it myself. Like, because I do the initial work, all the paper, all the picture taking, all the information writing up of the post and everything, and putting it everywhere. But once I've done that, then I just wait. If it sells, it sells. If it doesn't, eventually I might take it to a consignment. So yeah, it just really depends on if I had the time to do it, and also whether it's worth my while to do it sometimes. And it's a good point that you said you're too chicken to sell anything above 1,000. Then you should not attempt otherwise. Like, just do what's comfortable to you, right? Like, I didn't sell anything that expensive when I first started either. I started selling stuff like just like literally like every, like just stuff that I own, like small things, just a jacket here, a shirt there, or maybe I don't even remember. I had like handbags before from, just like not Zara, but like Esprit, all those brands before that I shopped from the mall. And then when I moved across country, I sold furniture. You just
Wow.
kind of, yeah. But you just kind of just get experience like that. I didn't start off selling luxury. No, I didn't even buy luxury back then. So you just get used to it more and more. So start with under 1,000 if that's your comfort zone. And then maybe one day you will get a groove on, and then you will like find that become more comfortable doing it. Yeah. Or not. Then just consign it.
Luan, I want your B30. One day.
Everyone wants your bag now.
Okay, Stephanie. Thoughts on the Hermes Mini Lindy? Thought of getting it in gold. Wow. Through consignment. Consignment. It's cute. I know Amy wants one.
Yes. Yeah, especially I find that the color gold goes so well on like a casual bag. So the bucket bag from the Bicotin from Hermes, this bag, even the 24 in gold is super cute. Super cute. Go for it.
Go for it. But I'm not sure if the prices at consignment are quite
They're
high.
always going to be higher.
Yeah. It's the premium might be significant, but if you love it, I think it's still okay. I suppose you can accept that premium. It's still really hard to get, so they know it. All right. Afternoon. Have you ladies seen the Hermes Arts and Crafts documentary? Oh no, I haven't. I shall go and look for it.
Don't know if I've seen it. I wish I had all the time to watch everything. I don't.
Okay, this is a good question, I think. Amy, how much are you willing to spend at Hermes in order to get your offer? I hope you get the offer soon, but what if it didn't happen? Will you continue to spend?
A good question. Yes.
It's different everywhere though. Like, how much are you willing to spend? I think all of us have like a budget, right?
Yeah. I don't know if I can put a number to it or even a ratio to it, honestly. I can tell you I spend more than 1-to-1 already, but which is why I can't give you a number. It's hard because I feel like if I don't know if I can say that if the bag doesn't come, I feel like I have faith that the bag will come eventually. But how much more am I going to be willing? It's more a matter of what feels natural for me to continue doing. Like, like I'll just keep doing what I'm doing now, which is still to pop in once in a while and then just literally buy anything that catches my eye. And it doesn't always have to be fine jewelry and ready to wear. Like, it doesn't have to be. It's just literally whatever catches my eye that time. So it's so hard for me to say how much more because I don't know what else I'm going to be buying next. And even if, because I know bags don't count, leather goods don't count, even if those don't count, but if I like the bag, if they happen to have it, I will buy it. Right? Like, I mean, like the, you know, the picotin or like the Lindy, like those bags, if I can get them, I'll still buy it. Like, I'll be like doing this whole like, you know, popping up and shopping, and I just keep faith that it will eventually happen. So I can't put a number to it right now, but I'm just trying to wonder, like I'm trying to like give myself this scenario. Let's say if I've already spent, I don't know, more than 2 to 1, am I going to keep going? I think so, because it's more like, it's like it really has become shopping, because if I decide to buy anything, it becomes my desire to want that item, like my desire to have that item and to use that item. And it just happens to tie in with the fact that I'm pre-spending, even though it sucks. Okay. I do know that, you know, I've been watching unboxings too. Like, I do know that some people, like in Paris, in Europe, even in the States, it doesn't seem as hard or as long to wait. And I envy that, but it is what it is. Like, I don't live there, so I can't do that. Right. So I just really try my best to make it as natural as possible. I keep saying that, but it is what it is. This is what I'm doing.
Yeah. Which I think
right, Kat?
Yeah, it's totally. The point about buying what you love is so important.
It is.
And it really takes away the connection. You need to how to say it? Not displace it, but you just need to break the connection between buying the bag and buying things that you love. So yes, the bag is there. And I think the bag is there because we are first time buyers for this bag in a way, right? So it's always like, oh my gosh, my God. But actually, and I think of my own experience, if I were to be shopping at Chanel today, I can honestly tell you, I would still be buying earrings and I would still be buying earrings and bags because their shoes don't fit me. I cannot afford buying another watch from them. I will die for you. I cannot afford any of their ready to wear. I cannot afford, their fine jewelry. I bought one and I'm like, okay, that's enough. But when I went into Hermes and I saw I got their shoes fit me. I wear shoes now. I'm like, wow, they may not be the most stylish, but I am not the most stylish anyway. Okay, so
no, they're very stylish.
Well, not all of them. Oh, they're okay. I kind of get, like, I like the look now. Like, if you ask me to kind of look, maybe when I was in my 20s, I'll be like, look at grandma. But now I like the look. I'm all for it.
We're not in our 20s anymore, okay? So it is stylish for us now.
It's stylish for us now. So anyway. don't ask me to show my white hair. So and I actually saw some watch that I like, and I actually genuinely like it. I'm like, oh man, this is so unique, so different. And I can afford a few of their ready to wear, just t-shirts. I mean, I can't afford like the cashmere, and I would not buy that because that's just a little ridiculous to buy a $4,000 or $5,000 cashmere jacket in Singapore. Crazy. But they have a range that is, I can get in, I can try. With Chanel, there is no freaking way, okay? So it just has opened up another space of shopping, like luxury shopping. So I guess the question of, would you continue to spend? I think it becomes natural, right? I mean, It just becomes natural. And it just has that bag in the space. But if you put it aside, actually, there are more things now.
Mm-hmm. It really literally becomes shopping if you put yourself in that mindset. And it would not necessarily come natural at first. I even said that in my, I did Kat's tag video. Well, it was not really a tag, but you know the what is your video again?
The journey is everyone on the journey.
Oh, is the journey
Never
not
mind.
is the MS buying MS? Is it a natural progression? That video, right? I even shared in that video that I didn't feel like it was something that I've always wanted to do, and like I never thought about doing this, and I always thought that it was ridiculous that people would spend that kind of money, and yet I just started doing this because you also have like this you cultivate this new appreciation of the different items are maybe it's our age, I don't know, maybe the Hermes aesthetic is really our aesthetic now, I don't know, it doesn't matter at this point, okay, it just becomes shopping. And also speaking of the ready to wear, I do agree Hermes ready to wear is slightly more affordable, but not everything I will like. And even though like even for Chanel we can afford it, if we buy t-shirts it's okay, like we can afford the t-shirts. But if you find the nice print from Hermes, a t-shirt from Hermes compared to a Chanel t-shirt, their t-shirt is more usually more logo and usually also more trendy. So it's fun to have Chanel t-shirts, but with these t-shirts they are kind of like a classic piece. And I keep touching myself because this is an Hermes t-shirt. But like they kind of become a classic piece and you almost don't even know what brand it is, but it's so sleek, right? It's so snatch. So you just start appreciating what it is that you're buying versus thinking about the game itself. It's less about the game, more about the journey, right?
Yeah. Awesome. Okay.
If that makes sense. Anyway.
Get the small Amy.
See. Oh yeah, I wish. I hope. I'll see. I'll try.
It'll look cute on you. You have to wear crossbody.
I think it would be really cute too. Yeah.
Amy, the medium, the strap is shorter. Have you seen Amelia? The video on Amelia's closet. She went to extend the medium strap. It turned out to be good. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know these like trying to adjusting the bags, not adjusting, modifying the bags are possible. I try my best not to do them. I don't know what it is with me. I don't like modifying a bag permanently, and if I had to do that, I'd rather not buy it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
If it's permanent, I don't want to do it. If it's temporary, no problem. I'll play with it. Like if it's adding a strap or tying a twilly, those things I don't mind. But to modify a bag permanently, I just don't like the idea.
Yeah. Okay, so this one, I think it's a question. So remember, put a bunch of questions because I'm reading through everyone. So remember, put a bunch of question marks so I can quickly pick it out. Hi, if you're gonna buy a Birkin or Kelly with a pop of color, what color would you choose? In which combination, hardware, leather, and size? I'm gonna answer this immediately. It will be a Kelly 25 Cellier. Kelly 25 Cellier. Gold hardware in Jaune Ombre. Ombre. That's a yellow.
Yeah, good one.
What about you?
You guys keep asking me questions I don't have the answer to because I don't actually know how my Kelly will look like when it comes to thinking about my Kelly. But I think it would be Cellier 25 as well. And it would be, what color? I want to say like a light gray. Because I always feel like I need to get all my style of bags in a neutral first, then I go for the colors. Actually, no, you're asking which color to choose if you had to choose a color, right? No, you're just asking. Oh, right, pop a color. Okay, if I had to pop a color, I would do a red, I think.
You would do rouge cassette. I think you.
That's like the red that you're wearing right now.
Yeah.
Or even this red. Yeah, you're red.
This is a red. This is like a red. There's no like yellow and then there's no. It's just red.
Yeah,
that's a nice color. Okay. This question. People talked me out of it actually, but what do you think of the Hermes Rulli? I used to like the Constance, but I'm now getting towards the Ruly, not so high profile, and I heard it fits more.
Yeah, it's true. I think it fits more too. What do I think of it? I like the aesthetic of it. There's just one thing I think about these bags though, that crossbody squarish bag, that whether I would get one from Hermes, because I have so many crossbody bags from Chanel. Do I actually need the Hermes version? This is what I'm wondering at this point.
True.
Yeah.
Two things come to my mind for this bag. One, it's the price because
Yeah, that too.
wow, it's very expensive. The second thing is that slip. You know, the part where it's just there's that buckle and then you slip down this way. I wonder, because I haven't done my research on the bag, but I just top of my head wonder, you know, when you keep pulling it out, pulling it in, would there be a lot of wear on that flap? And will that flap over time kind of like do this? You know,
I've
when
never seen that though.
you know, like this, like
Yeah,
my
but have you seen it do this though? I've never seen that
I don't
happen.
know. You know, I mean, over
Right.
time when you pull it up, you know, you're constantly slipping it in and out, and leather does curl. Leather does curl. Like my Foray Lepage bag, which actually, you know, you can remove the strap and adjust it because it's not locked in. It's always slipping in and out. So over time, you get a little tail that goes out like this. So I just wonder. I don't know, but I think the price is one that puts me off a little bit for this bag. If I were to get it, I would try to look at the pre-love, like maybe from a reputable seller, because it might be cheaper.
Yeah. At this point, I can't tell you if I will get one or not yet. There are too many things we want. You have to cut somewhere. You have to you have to draw a line somewhere, right?
Oh, this is an interesting one. Mika Lee, do you guys have a bag? Do you guys have bag collection envy? Whose collection online are you drooling over? Like a good curated collection, not just unlimited selection. Oh, I know who. Okay, I'll let you go first.
I don't know who though, because I
know
just
who.
like pieces from everyone. Who are you thinking about?
Well, she's not. Well, she's pretty new in the luxury community, but she's got an amazing collection, and I love it because it's just so fun. Wen Stokes.
Oh yeah, I love her collection too.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness, I have bag collection envy. It's curated for her style.
Yeah.
But it's not small. When you talk about small, but it's fantastic. That one definitely I drew. Every time she takes out a bag, I would never buy a bag. Well, actually, you know what? She gives me inspiration. She just makes me feel like, why don't I buy bags like that? Like I just, you know, she's brave. She her whole aesthetic. So yeah, Wen Stokes, her collection, people. Gosh, that girl, amazing collection.
Yeah, I love her collection and I love her style too. But I do have to say, and that is not a negative thing to say. I think she's really young too.
Yeah, that's true. She's in her 20s. She's a little girl.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's pretty young. And obviously the aesthetic suits her really well. And some even older people can have that same aesthetic. I'm not saying that that's not possible, but it's just that I adored her collection for her. It's just that for me, I cannot think of one person. I just have to pick bags from a bunch of different people that I would like to add to my own collection, basically.
Tamara's collection.
Oh, Tamara, yes. I love, okay, she's really young too, but actually I really love her aesthetic. I would have her collection for sure. Yes.
Clean.
Yes.
Her collection is clean. It's really curated.
I want her clothes. Oh my god. I'm not as tall as her, so I can't pull off her pants, but like, oh, her clothes, her bags, everything is like perfection.
Yeah.
So fashion. Yeah.
Good question. Thank you. Okay, my luxury stories. What do you guys think of the on the go?
I have a video. So because I tried to buy. No, I bought the on the go online because it was during the lockdown. And which one did I buy? I forgot now. Is it the medium size or yeah, it's the MM size. It's not the GM size, I believe. And I was very, very underwhelmed. I have a whole video talking about because I had just unboxed it and then I just felt like it would be helpful for people who might have the same feeling as me. When I first saw the bag, I was so underwhelmed. I thought it would be good to share before I sent it back. I normally don't do that. If I don't like a bag, then I don't keep it and I never talk about it. But that one was so specifically underwhelming and very disappointing that I had to like share it. There might have been some issues with the one that I was sent though, because I mean, just looking at the craftsmanship, it's worse than H&M. I don't know. It was really bad. So I don't love the design construction wise. I think the idea of the on the go is great though, like as a work bag, as a tote of that structure and having the extra strap. The idea is great. I just didn't like the construction, at least of the one that I had. So I became not a fan of the bag basically after that.
Yeah, I've never can't recall if I've ever even played around with the bag in store. But yeah, I had my lesson learned for this kind of totes with handle and the strap came from the Chanel DeVille. So
Mhm.
after that, I knew that even if I do like the aesthetic or the structure of it with the strap and handle, it's not a kind of bag that I want to go for. So like I had my lesson with that already.
Yeah.
Unless you like a big bag. Tote.
No, but the MM size was a smaller version.
Still.
But you know, it's like proportion wise, it looked like a great proportion for me. But even though it looked big, it actually didn't fit a older model MacBook Air 13-inch because mine was a 2017. Mine is a 2017 MacBook Air, and it didn't fit it. It only fit the smaller version, like the smaller 13-inch. So that was number one, and number two, the craftsmanship on it. Like, just if you watch my video, you'll see like I had to show what kind of craftsmanship, like it's not even craftsmanship, what kind of quality it was. It was very bad quality, the one that I was sent anyway.
Yeah. Okay, TT, what do you girls feel about the Celine Triumph canvas bag, like the Cabas, Ava shoulder bag, etc.? I'm not sure.
It's the one with the clasp that's like
oh.
I think I like the aesthetic at first. Will I buy it though? No, because
Oh.
yeah, it's just there's just something about, well, not I don't need the bag, first of all, and second of all, I don't love the aesthetic enough to get it. But I do like it in general. It's just that I wouldn't buy it. If that makes sense.
It's okay. I mean, it's not bad. I think it's not bad. The logo is, they're just using it's just a different logo, right? A different
Yeah.
logo. Sorry, the different buckle, but it's essentially the design is like the usual Celine bags. So if you like the Celine aesthetic, then it's just whether you like that, which is okay. I think it's all right. It's nice. I mean, it's okay.
It's just a new. It's just a a different look at a version of a Celine bag, because I feel like people who are in general a fan of Celine aesthetic is for the clean lines and the very minimal logos and branding, right? So, not saying that this is loud, but it's just different.
Yeah, because it used to be just like a little square buckled like that, right? Now it's
Mhm.
that was so clean. Now it's got that more like a louder buckle. I think that's okay, just whether you accept it. But overall, the bag looks the same, like a
Yeah.
box bag, and it's look pretty clean. I had add this MK saying, Maria Robinson. Some people do that to lure viewers because they love gossiping in our days and age. Totally. I last year I made one mistake and I slapped myself. There was one video, I don't know whose video it was last year, talking about influencers. And I had a knee-jerk reaction because I did feel it. It was something about unbox some video. I can't remember now, but some
I
video
know which
about
video it is.
You know which video it was? She was sharing about unboxings and it's not realistic, right? And I remember commenting on that video, that reaction, well, not that comment video, and it was like, I said, yeah, I do feel a lot of reaction. But then I just stopped myself. I said, what am I doing? I'm partaking in something that I do not like. I deleted it and I slapped myself and I said, I will never do it. Because there was one video that I watched from Wayne Goss. And I totally believe it, where he said, you talk about drama, it comes from us as the viewers. We are the start of it. So if we don't partake, they will know it's a cycle, a vicious cycle. If you don't partake, you don't offer, you don't give, there will be none. The more you give, the more it comes out. It's like we as in the YouTubers take cue from the subscribers as well, right? The more excited the subscribers are, like, oh my god, yeah, we are like, oh my god, yeah, you love these kind of videos, and then it comes. That's why there are drama channels on YouTube. Because people love drama.
Which is a good thing, which means that you don't pay attention to it. But we actually did a live show on it. You forgot.
Yeah. It was like last year, right?
Well, we didn't do a live show on it, but it came up. It came up on the live show.
I remember that, and I was like, we're here 1 year later. Same thing.
Same thing, different stories.
Same thing. Oh my god, this is such a good. Said it exactly. 74 Starlightify. Reaction videos isn't classified as content. It's just milking from people's situations and issues. Yes. How disheartening. Okay, I'm just saying from my personal point. I mean, I don't think Amy may agree, but how disheartening that it can be when we put so much work in creating real content. We, YouTubers, they real content, we review, we do real stuff, research and all. But these videos get 500 views, okay, or maybe 1,000 views. You put hard work editing it. But the videos that get 20, 50, 60,000 views and it's so much engagement are reaction videos of gossip. It creates behavior. It creates behavior. So I won't do it, but what would a YouTuber who is starting out say, oh, my Chanel or my Celine Try-On review that I spend 3-4 hours editing and doing, but got only 50 views. But if I react and do a gossip video, my engagement is gonna skyrocket. You create behavior, I'm lecturing.
Oh, I'm 100% in agreement to that. It's just pointless. I mean, you maybe can call it content, but it's just, drama content or like fictional content. Like it's not fiction, but it's like mindless. Like, is there real substance to? Yeah, like you said, it's not real. It doesn't add value. That's what I feel. Real value.
If you want to
I mean,
add
if you
value,
just want to watch it for entertainment, fine. That's your choice. But does it add true knowledge? Does it add to your information to help you make decisions?
Yeah.
It may sway you to think a certain way, which I don't like those things, because aren't you good enough to make your own decisions? Why do you have to listen to someone else's opinion to make a decision or to agree or to, you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Yeah. It irks me. You know, when I see it, I'm like, oh man. I click on it, I watch a little bit, I know. I can immediately tell whether it's a negative or bad. I click out, I might, I'm just like, it irks me. Just like, oh, calm down. Because just don't do it. Don't partake. Okay, don't partake. Okay. Here's one. Is this a question? Joe CD. Okay, no, this is totally agree about your views. There's one reaction video about Hermes. In my mind, to each their own. Love your content. Your show is my happy pill. Thank you. Our show is the happy pill. Talk about all weird things. Amy, your bag will come in. Okay, here's one. Tan Wen Lee. I see that Chanel in US already has 21A items. I'm wondering whether SG boutiques will have it start having it. Any idea? No idea. I've been dropped from the Chanel.
Yeah, the go live, the launch is different everywhere. Even within Canada, each province has their own go live date. Yeah. So in Vancouver, I think it was Wednesday. In Calgary, it was Thursday. And then I don't know about Toronto because I've seen some people unbox things from Toronto. It was like on Monday or Tuesday. I'm like, what? It's already launched? Like, it's all different. Yeah, it's all different everywhere.
Yeah. It should be, I have a feeling it will be this month because I've seen it online already. Yeah. It should be launching end of this month, but whether the stock will come in end of this month, that will be, I'm not sure.
Yeah, sometimes the stock, even on launch day, is not all in. Sometimes the stock trickles in. So there are a lot of very disappointed people that would line up on launch day and can't find what they had in mind because it hasn't come in yet. It happens all the time, ever since the pandemic especially, but even before pandemic, it does happen. So yeah, I think you could just easily call your SG, like whichever boutique you go to, and they should be able to tell you the date. I don't think they'll hide that information from you. Yeah. They should be able to tell you which day it is. Yeah.
Okay, this is not a question, but it's about our point about buying from Hermes. So if you like the brand, it's easier to apply this thinking. But if you're weighing down the cost and timing, then better to go reseller. Actually, true. If you like the brand. So I like the brand all this while. I bought my Tweelies and I got my first pair of orange shoes last year and I was just, oh, I love it. And that's, a little inching in. So yeah, you're right. Once you actually like the brand, you appreciate it, it surprises you, then yeah, it's easier to apply that thinking.
Yeah, I think to echo Kat, I only bought one thing from Hermes before I started buying more this year. And that was like actually 5 years ago, 2016, that was when I bought my H belt. But I can tell you that this H belt, even though I've had it one of the longest, it's one that I can still say that it's a good, like, I just still love it because it's really well made and it looks great all the time. So even though that is an actual older item, I still feel that way about the brand. It's just that back then, I didn't have a bag in mind because back then I didn't know anything about how to get a bag. And I also was, I was kind of always had this idea that it's very hard to get and that you have to spend a lot of money, which I know you have to, but like I didn't know how much money. And also I just felt like it was more unachievable back then. But now that we have all this information sharing and learning from each other, it feels a lot more doable and manageable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. This is funny. Another comment from Joy. We have grown into a mess.
Yeah,
I can't imagine buying some of their items when I was younger. I can't imagine. Firstly, I could not afford it. And still I have to be selective. But yeah, I think their aesthetic has it's more, palatable in my eyes. It's funny. My mom would be so proud of me. Grown up. Misaki, which would you rather buy first? a Chanel Mini, a new Chanel Mini, or a Cartier Love?
Oh, that's a tough one.
Love.
I think I would still go Chanel Mini, but only if it's the right combination. Yeah.
I would
You
go
buy
Love.
the bad combination, you'll regret it. You'll end up having to sell it. Whereas a Cartier Love is safe, right? You just wear it.
True.
Yeah.
But you know, the Chanel Mini is a cleverer option as well. Even if you buy a color that you, after a while, find that you don't like, you know, or you kind of feel that maybe it doesn't suit you anymore, you can easily sell it. With the Cartier
True.
Love, it's buy for life.
Yeah.
You have to really love it.
True. And also price increases go way, way faster with Chanel than with Cartier. So
Yeah, strategically, yeah, it would be Chanel Mini. But what I really want would be another Love. Okay, Joe Speedy. I love Hermes scarves and have discovered other items from this brand that I love. Yeah, the bag offer, if it happens, is now just a bonus. Yeah, I think so. That kind of mindset, it makes it so much more interesting. Ooh, this is for me. Paige, are you still interested? Kat, are you still interested in the Nano Speedy? Your thoughts on the Speedy 22 in lambskin?
Mm.
Yes, I am still interested in the Nano Speedy. I did a video about 2 weeks ago on the vitamins collection, and in that video, I did go to store to try. No, sorry, no, I tried some other. Yeah, I think I tried that bag. So I don't know what's it called. The utilities, one of the utility bags. And when I was in store, I actually asked the SA, I said, is there any chance that, I could maybe get a nano? She's like, no, no.
She just said no. Oh, well, at least she was honest.
She's like, no, it's not for order. I'm like, okay, just asking. I thought the Speedy 22 is a nice bag, but I watched somebody's video, somebody's vlog. I can't recall whose vlog. And it was wearing the Speedy 22. And I was a little surprised that it looked quite squished. I haven't seen it in real life. So I feel like even though the size is great, I love the thicker strap, the chain, but because it's a Speedy, a Speedy is very out of shape and it doesn't have much structure. So with the lambskin and I was watching that video, it looks squished and it didn't look really nice. In pictures, when it looks like a Speedy, it looks really good. But in real life, it didn't look as appealing in the video. So I think my thoughts have changed for it a little bit. I love the size though.
There's just something about the canvas bag versions that are more appealing and just feels more practical though. Which is why I still feel like you should stick to the Nano Speedy. Just keep asking. You never know. One day it comes in and then you right time, right place.
Just waiting. Nobody. It's so hard to get. Like if you are looking for one, and you get offered up. I'm using the word offered up from LV. Seriously, that is like being offered. It's LV's mini Birkin. Kwa, should I sell away my Chanel classic and buy a Birkin? Wow, that's a golden question, man. That's $1 million question. Sell the Chanel classic. I think that's what we are going through. Sell my jumbo for a Birkin.
I know we talk about hypothetical selling earlier, but it's still very hard to make that decision. You have to be so sure that you're okay with parting with the bag.
Yeah.
Because the moment you let it go, there's no way that you're going to be able to rebuy at the same price and condition. Condition meaning like the same quality as it was before. Yeah, you have to be okay with that. If you ever regret, Not saying that the ones that are in store are bad, but I'm just saying that there are more issues now than before. before you hardly find issues, right? Plus the bag that you already own, if you hadn't had a flaw in it now, means that it's really, chances are you're not really going to have a flaw with it because it's already lasted that long. You don't know with a new bag yet. But I'm not trying to scare you. It's just, you just got to be sure.
Got to be sure. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Like more than 100%. If your classic Chanel has not been used, maybe you don't even use it often and you're okay with it, or you're really okay with letting it go because you're not using it. You gotta be more than 100. It's just that at these prices today with Chanel classics, we have to be more careful with letting bags go. Maybe 5 years ago we can say, yeah, I'm gonna sell my Chanel and then buy. Maybe. But today, if you regret the sale for something else, wow. That's the only one I can say. Is like, wow. So crazy the price now. Okay, we've got 20 minutes. I'm trying to get all the questions. I think towards the end. Jesse, would you guys buy an Hermes bag from the 90s? Like a vintage Kelly or a vintage mini Kelly?
Oh, yeah. I will for sure. If it's a mini Kelly, I will. Or if it's a, I don't know if I'll necessarily buy just like the regular, size Kelly in like a regular leather. But if it was in an exotic, or if it was in a box leather that's not made anymore, they don't make them as often anymore, I would consider those. But if it's just Epsom, Toga, then nah, maybe not. But it has to be like so unique, and also the mini Kelly for me, the vintage one is, I like that the handle is longer.
Yes. I would definitely, if it's good condition. Okay, Mika Lee, if someone gave you 10,000 each to spend today on luxury bags, what are you gonna get? 10,000. Can I top up? Can I top up?
Yeah, you can.
All right, I'll top up. I'll get my Kelly.
But that's assuming it's in stock.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, unless you get pre-love. Yeah, actually you can get pre-loved. Yeah. I would just buy that gray classic love. I really want it. I'll hunt it down, and even if I don't use it, it's fine because it's current.
If somebody gave me 10K today, I think I'll go and buy my Chanel classic flap.
Yeah.
The reason I don't want to buy is it just kills me. But if somebody gave me free money, let's go.
Yeah, just get it.
All right, here we go. This I'm very happy. We've answered this earlier. Well, not answered. We heard about it. I think 2 or 3 people have put this in the chat section that LV is discontinuing the toiletry pouches. So this must be really like fresh out from the oven information.
I know.
We were like, what? So yeah, thank you for sharing it again. Yeah, it's so sad. They are definitely reducing their stuff. Oh, Amy, please do a Hermes ready to wear. I would buy next video. I need some ready to wear inspiration now that Clara has made me want a K25.
It's funny because I wouldn't mind doing one, but it's just that if I looked at, even if it's from the past 2 collections that are available right now, it's still just a handful. It's just a handful of pieces. I don't know if like maybe a 5-minute video would be enough to talk about all the ready to wear I would buy, But I did spot, actually, there was one that became, because I think it's really slow. They're trickling into the Canadian site or even in Canadian stores now. Because when the new pre-fall collection came, there was only like, everything was plain, okay? I was like, oh, I didn't like anything. but now they're really trickling in. And I saw one more item that I'm like, I actually like that. It's like a
Yeah,
nice.
there's something I like as well from the new.
Probably, I think you'll like it too. Yeah.
Is it the same one?
No,
Just
not the
no,
same
okay.
one. The one that you showed me is still not in yet. I don't even know. Maybe
Ah.
we're not even getting it. Who knows? I haven't seen those ones yet. So yeah, I could maybe, but it'll be like a 5-6 minute video. It's it's gonna be so short.
Okay.
You know what? Maybe we can do a live about it next week.
Oh yeah, we can
Yeah.
do
I think
a
that would
live
be
on all the
fun.
ready to
Because
wear.
I
Yeah.
feel like if I did a 5-minute video, it's like, bah, that's it. Like nobody will watch it. There's gonna be 100 views. But I think if we talk about it and then we have other questions, it'll be fun.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do that.
Let us know
Yeah,
if
we're
you guys
gonna do a
want.
live on ready to wear.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back happy. Have you seen the new LV favorite?
Oh.
Ooh, thoughts. I have a favorite MM. I still prefer it over the new one. I have not seen the new one. That would be interesting. Take a check and see.
Wow, you guys are full of information.
Thank you, because we are like the luxury live show, but slow.
I know. What kind of luxury live show is this? I'm just kidding. We're here to we're here to learn from you guys too. Let me
Yeah.
see. Is it here? Is it here?
Okay.
No, we
Can
don't
you
have it in our
guys,
site.
Mika, can you guys do a luxury live show on ranking luxury houses based on popularity, relevancy as of this year, 2021? Ah,
Do we want to do that?
it's like digging your grave a little bit.
Well,
'Cause
I actually read like someone's blog post
blog.
on this. And I think they actually base it on some data too. Like I think they base it on sales. And surprisingly, the number okay, if I remember correctly, right? I don't know if I'm remembering correctly. I think is Chanel number one? I can't remember.
Well, all the price increases, they better be number one.
Maybe.
To that.
But then you know what came second? Or after Chanel at least? It's Dior. And then I think it's Hermes. I read it somewhere. Like I said, don't quote me on it because I might have forgotten something. But I really, I did remember that Dior came right after Chanel, I think, and that was the surprising one because I think even in the article it was describing that as a surprising thing that they didn't see that coming from. I don't know. I think that
Why would Dior have an increase? Well,
not increase, but in terms of popularity and sales and all that, like more people buying their, like I guess having that's how they ended up having more sales, right? Because of the popularity and also because of the price, I guess, the money that people spent.
well,
I Dior is. Sorry?
I mean, sorry. I think I do agree because in the past 2 years, there's definitely a surge for Dior, for their ready-to-wear, the bags, all the saddle bags, and so many bags. So there was that transformation of people actually looking into Dior. And then I think their Lady Dior's got more popular because they had more variety. So yeah, it does make sense. Just that I didn't know
they pride themselves with a better customer service compared to LV and Chanel as well. And I feel like people in general, people do feel that whenever they walk into a Dior, they get a much more different vibe than someone walking into a Chanel. Like most people, if you don't have an essay, you walk into a Chanel, will feel intimidated. Yeah. I felt that when I first started. And honestly, if I didn't have an essay right now, I would still feel not intimidated, but I would feel like nobody would ask me if I needed help. Like,
Oh, for sure. I actually went into Chanel maybe about a month and a half ago. I went in there to collect a pair of earrings. Oh no, maybe 2 months ago, and I didn't know my essay wasn't there, so totally nobody, and I felt
Yeah.
like a sore thumb that needed to be kicked out from the store. Okay, and I'm a customer when they're like, the security guy's like, "Do you have an appointment?" I'm like, "No, I don't. I'm just here to pick up my earrings." Da da da, and he's like, like, "You're such a pest." And I went in, nobody looked at me. No, not a single essay. Was just like, oh, and another walk by person, and really you feel out of place. So yeah, the service is not as friendly. Yeah,
Yeah, I have to. Yeah, it is still that way, and
sad.
not to say anything negative about my own essay, but like even my own essay, but it's not her first language, English, but also the fact that they are so busy. They have so many clients to manage. Even if I did have an essay, I felt like, if I had a question, it's always like blunt answers. And I'm not saying that's a negative thing because I know the situation. I understand the situation. It is what it is. But that's what you get in comparison to Dior, where every time, or at least the majority of people that you ask, they get warm welcoming. They ask you if you need a drink. Like that last time I came to Singapore, I walked into a Dior. I was like, oh my gosh, I love it. It's like people are so nice, and they let me try on the bags, and I didn't buy anything, right? And it's the same here too. Same in Vancouver. Really, really nice customer service, and it's just night and day.
There was
I can tell why some people would rather spend at Dior, because they rather deal with someone nice that's nice to them, even if it's not a brand that resells well or whatever. They'd rather just spend it there, right? And I feel like that could have helped. If not, I'm sure it would have helped their driving their sales to be like the top tier of luxury houses, right? Yeah. In terms of popularity.
Funny because I remember when a few years ago I went into Dior, and I walked in expecting to be, ignored. It's like, come sit down, sit down, sit down. And you can see any bag, and they started to bring all their bags down. I was like, no, it's okay. I just want to see one bag. No, just try.
Yeah,
I actually felt bad. Like, oh, it was it's night and day. Okay, night and day. With Chanel, it's like, can I see this earring? And they pull out the drawer like half an inch, and they take out that one earring for you. Then you're looking over the table. Can you take out the tray? It's like, gotta take out the bottom tray instead. I tell you, it's night and day. Okay, night and day. Okay, Amy, do you see the beige and light pink cocoa handle from 21A? If you didn't start your Hermes journey, would you get another one from your collection to replace the one you already have? Maybe.
I did see the pink one. Oh my gosh, it's a dream. The collection currently, I did a reaction video. I did a impression. First, oh my god, it's not a reaction video, okay? But anyway, I call it that. It's just a word. Anyway, I did a video talking about this collection. I just have to edit it to post it this weekend. But yes, I know the pink cocoa handle is such a dream. It's like, the shade of pink, even though I don't buy pink, but that shade of pink after I saw it, and especially this season, the cocoa handle has the edge stitching. It's really nice. It's really nice. And the colors this season is out of this world, on point. Every single color they have, either the caramel, the white, the gray, the green. They have like a hunter green. You will like it, Kat. You will like the green.
I don't want to know. I don't like the monkey in the icon.
Everything is so beautiful this season. So I know which one you're talking about. However, I will not buy another one. I cannot. I already have 2, and I got rid of 1 already. I had 3 before that. I cannot add another one. Because luckily I do have my gray one, which I love. So the pink one would just be too similar. even the beige one would be too similar, and I don't buy beige anyway. So yeah, it's lovely though. If you don't have a cocoa handle and you like this one, I say go for it. It's so beautiful. Yeah.
Oh, I must go and play around with the app because I was
It's not
waiting
on
for
the
it to
app,
come.
actually, the pink one. You have to go into forums or like on IG to find it.
Ooh.
I saw it. I saw it. I wonder if I saved that photo. I should put it in the video too. I have to find it again. There's just so much information. It's everywhere. But yeah.
Go on. I shouldn't even explore.
Yeah,
Okay,
if
Marie.
you don't want to get your feet wet, don't go there.
I don't go there.
It's such a beautiful collection this season. It's such a beautiful collection.
No wonder people are like, when is it coming to Singapore? Okay.
Yeah.
Marie, have you ladies heard about Chanel essay relationship recently? I've seen Sophie Shohat and another YouTuber mention how good the service is now.
I actually saw I saw her video thumbnail, and I can't remember what happened.
My eyes are just wet from laughing because it's just like, oh, when I stopped buying Chanel, I'm like, goodbye, and now you're good. Your service is good. Thank you.
No, exactly. I think that's what she was surprised about, that her essay invited. Okay, I think I started her video, but I didn't finish watching it because I had something in like something came up and I didn't finish watching it. But I think what I remember is that she was surprised to have been invited and that she had gotten such good service, which is different from what she always experienced in the past. And then I think I even saw like the top of the comment, because you can always see like the first comment. Someone said that they only did that probably because they realized that she was an influencer. So they want her to be like happy with Chanel. Obviously, I haven't seen the whole video, so I don't know the whole story. And I obviously that was just one comment, but it is interesting. Maybe Chanel needs to step up their game with customers. Well, they do obviously, but maybe they are trying. Who knows?
Who knows? But there's this saying like, treat them bad, treat them bad, keep them. There's this saying, I don't know what's the word, like treat them bad, keep them coming back or something like that.
It's true.
I feel like, right? Chanel has got this treat them bad, keep them interested. They got it so well, everybody's standing there, and then you're trying to like get their attention. So once you get it, it's like the bad boy, like, oh my god, I got it, let's go. So whereas when you're too nice, that also becomes a little bit like Dior, right? You're too nice, you're like, oh, get away from me. But I was saying about my earrings, right? A couple of months ago. So when I bought it, I actually received an SMS, a message from my essay of like a month later saying that, hi Kat, you picked it. How are your earrings? And I was like, what did I do? Why are you asking me how are my earrings? Why are you being nice to me?
I know what you mean.
Today, I haven't answered the SMS because I am such a shock. Like, why? All my life, I have bought trendies from you. I bought my trendy from you. I bought bags from you. My Gabrielle, you've never asked me how is my bag. I buy an earring. You ask me, how are your earrings? How are your earrings?
And that's recent, right?
Yeah, that's recent.
I'm trying to change.
Maybe. But I'm not used to it. Keep treating me bad. I'm okay. Is a classic Chanel flap 1112 a must in if you're collecting Chanel?
It's hard to answer this question when you don't have one.
Well,
I do.
Jumbo 1112 as well.
Huh?
Isn't our jumbo 11-12 as well?
Yeah, we are. Yeah, ours is. And I think they even consider the mini flaps. It's like same shape, right? Except the 11-12 specifically is the part of a same style number of the medium large size. That's why they call it the 11-12, because the medium large is like the style number of the medium large is like, I think it's 111200 or something like that. And they use the 11-12 number from like a subset of that style number to call the classic flap. So technically it's the medium large size. But I think they still consider the whole line. Like now they consider the whole line to be 11-12.
Okay. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know.
It's
It's always a dream, but if it doesn't suit your collection, then no point. Like it doesn't suit your aesthetic. You're just getting it just because. I think it's a very expensive item to buy just because you want to collect, unless you're a collector. But for me, and I think for Amy as well, we are not collectors. We have a collection, right? Like you said earlier, and we do use our bags. So if you're collecting it just for the sake of collecting it, and you're okay with that, maybe. But otherwise, it's a very expensive thing to sit on the in the cupboard. Okay,
yeah.
we are at the 2 o'clock mark. Oh, sorry, the 2 hour mark. So we still have quite a few questions. So I'm going to go through as many as I can quickly. All right. So, Kathleen, Kat, do you still love your LV Petite Noe? Yes, I do, and I'm really glad I got it now. Even though I was a little bit complaining that the canvas is a little thin, but I am very happy that I have it now that I know that the canvas is getting less and less and less. It's a good bag. I enjoy it, which is why I bought it back again. It's my second time.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, my first one had a bit of issue. I sold it. I didn't sell it. I returned it and I got a different bag. But I always loved that bag.
Mm.
Okay, Eileen, is it hard to get a Chanel classic from the store size regardless? I see price very close or even premium. I'm just thinking, why go reseller? Plus, I have to worry about authenticity. That's interesting. I heard just rumors that Chanel is limiting the production of their Chanel classic bags. So it's a little harder to get.
And it also depends on the color. So each season, maybe not each season, but often each season will have that one color or that one or two colors that everyone covets. So just to give you an example, the season that Kat got her caramel, it's the caramel color, the brown color. This season is the gray color. Even the caramel is pretty hot too, but especially the gray and the white this season. So those ones, even though classic flaps are technically, they usually have some stock, but if you want them in those colors, chances are they are gone. And that's why resellers seize that opportunity, because they usually, resellers themselves also love bags, right? So they kind of can tell or can foretell that it's a popular color among the general public, so they will try to get them early, because usually they're VIPs. Or I don't know how they work actually. I don't know how they can get so many, but yeah, that's probably why.
Connections.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I just want to say the style number of the classic flap. You can't see, the medium size is, the style is A01112, which is why they call it the 11-12. It's the 4 last digit of the style number.
This is a new thing, new marketing thing. 11-12, like the 19. All these years it's been a classic. Now it's 11-12.
Apparently, they've always called it an 11-12. It's just that we didn't know.
Really?
Yeah.
Or maybe now they're bringing it out. Okay.
Yeah.
MK. Oh yeah, I've been waiting for a live since like forever.
I know you're ready to wear MK.
What is this? Okay, Carrie Lee. If you were in a market for a tote bag, would you consider the Hermes grooming bag?
Ooh.
Oh, I'm not sure what. I think I know what you're talking about, but is
I'm
it the
gonna
one
see.
that's like a string? No.
Is it? Okay, let's see the images. Ooh. Why does it give me... I'm sorry, but why does it give me diaper bag? I'm gonna share the link, the private in the private chat with you, the Pinterest
Okay,
photo.
let me take a look. I need to open it in a new
Yeah, you
tab.
can, just so that you can see it.
Okay, hang on. Let me take a look. Oh, I'm not sure how do I share this.
Actually, which one is the grooming bag now? I'm so
That's kind of
confused.
nice.
Everything is called the grooming bag. Okay, I'm gonna share another link with you, so it's like the
It's
Google
it's
link.
a, it's a tote bag. Yeah, if I were looking for a tote bag, why not? It's like a canvas tote bag with a bit of pockets on the outside. So it looks a little bit like the Totally from LV a long time ago. There's so many. How
Actually,
many
they're
more?
all called grooming bags. It's so weird. There's like the
Mm.
bucket bag that's like called the grooming bag, unless they're not naming their things properly on Google. Like, and then there's this other bag that looks like a messenger bag, but it gave me uh the baby bag feel for some reason. I don't know. Okay, so the question was,
What do we think of it?
oh,
That's okay. Another
yeah,
bag, something different from the from the line.
yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the next one. Luxy Chic. Kat, have you heard of Love Lots Luxury? I sold an item to them. They received it, but they haven't paid me, and it's been more than 24 hours they have had the item. Are they legit in Singapore? Oh, yeah, I actually bought my. Where's my bag? Okay, it's outside. My what is it called? My LV. I totally forgot the name of my bag. Anyway, my leather LV bag. I bought that from them. My Lock Me BB, my Lock Me BB from them, and I've sold a couple of bags with them as well. So I think they're okay. They're very responsive. So maybe give them a call or message them or something, because I do find that the lady is very responsive. I text her and she's whether they're legit. I think they are. I think they are. They're very big. So, but I would recommend that yeah, you need to text them. Give them a bit of time. Yeah, that's what Jesse Cheng said. Give them a bit of time. They need time to process it. But you're good. I enjoy working with them as a good consignment shop in Singapore, actually. Okay, here, I think this is the last one. Mary, the LV bum bag has always been haunting me off and on. And when I think I'm over, then I want it again. Remind me why you sold it. Okay. Um, I think I'm not cool enough for the bag, for sure. It's a lot of bag in front of my chest. That's another thing. And it I don't know, I found myself wanting to use it and I love the look, but I didn't feel comfortable. It just, I thought I'm cool, but I'm not that cool. And yeah, I just didn't click with it eventually. In my head, it clicked, but when I was wearing it, it didn't go with me. But I know people who have the bag and they started to use it, they just, oh my gosh, it's so convenient. And I do agree that it's very convenient. It's a pouch in front of you. Basically it's a dumb bag, bum bag. And it's a bum bag. And yeah, the convenience is then all. The third thing that I personally found for me I didn't like, but it may not be an issue for you, is that because it's worn across like this and the whole strap is vaqueta, I wear a lot of sleeveless and I sweat in Singapore. Okay, so I wear a spaghetti strap. When I wear it across, the bottom part of the vaqueta gets onto my body, and it's just I don't want to get that part dirty. So I know that when I wear it, I'm always wearing t-shirts. So I don't know if that's applicable to you, but for me, I was like wearing it out one day with my spaghetti strap, and I was constantly conscious that the bottom was getting in contact with my sweat. I was like, oh no, it's like, you know what, in the end, I just held the bag with a little top handle when I was going out, which defeated the purpose. So it's just a unique situation, which is why I eventually decided it's okay. Let it go. Let it go. Oh my gosh.
I did find the bag pretty oversized for you though, on your body frame.
Yeah, it just looked like kaboom, like a huge croissant on my chest. It was a bit much. I think. Okay, this is one. Yes, this is a quick question. Kat, do you treat the sole of your sneakers? Yes, I have it here very quickly. Let me just show you. Make sure I'm wearing pants. Okay, so anyway, yeah, I've got a really light plastic sole on my shoe right underneath. So if I peel this off, the sole is actually clean. So it's quite good, except that it's a little slippery when you walk on wet surfaces. It's not really anti-slip, so it's more of protection. The shop says it's anti-slip, but it's not really. So it's still for aesthetics. Hair looks so good. Makes me want to go short again. Thank you. Thank you. Is that all? I think that is the last one. Yes, that's the last question. Oh my gosh, thank you. So sorry, we went over time a little bit, but one more for you, Amy. Do share with us which gray Chanel that you recommend.
Actually, they have so many. Meaning they have quite a few. Like a lot of their items are in a gray. They make it in that same gray shade. I think they have the Chanel 19, the classic flap. They have it in the mini vanity. They have it in the small vanity. They have it in like the little card holder with chain, little SLG. They have it in a bunch of different small leather goods, such as card holders, slim card holders, wallets. It's a whole range, and it's so nice. It will be probably really hard to get anything in that gray color, though. Every time there is a gray color, it's always sold out.
I've never seen a gray.
It's always. It's just like every time there's a tan, like that brown color, caramel color, always sold out. So it's not that it's impossible. Like I said, sometimes the stuff that does trickle in and work with your essay, worst case scenario, there's always resellers. I mean, it's not my preferred method, but my video, I did film it, so I will try to edit it and have it posted by tomorrow. So for you guys, it'll be in the morning.
Yep.
My afternoon will be your next tomorrow. Anyway, in maybe another 15 to 18 hours, I'll try
tomorrow.
I'll try my best to have it out as soon as possible, because I know the collection has been online since Monday, I think.
Wow.
No, it wasn't Monday. It was very recent, which is why I started doing it, but I just need time to edit it. Okay. I do my editing on the weekends, so yeah, just give me a few hours, guys.
All right. Thank you. Wow. Thank you to everyone for the questions. The chat was on fire. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, this live, don't forget to give it a thumbs up before y'all go. And make sure you join us every week. Next week's only going to be on Amy's channel, so make sure you subscribe as well. Otherwise, everybody, have a good weekend. We will see you next week. Bye. Bye.